Hey Pisces, this is Hal for HES Ultimage, and this is your Spirit Tarot forecast for the month of September. Hey guys, for personal readings, or life coaching, or spiritual coaching, which is pretty much life coaching, but for your spiritual or intuitive gifts, if you want any kind of advice about that, I do that as well. You can go to my website, hesultimage.com. That's just like the spelling of the channel here, and that's my website name too. So it's just hesultimage.com, and there's a link down there too in the comment section or comment of the video. They collapse that anymore. It's like I figure I'd better just say it's the name of the channel because people might not see it half the time. Alrighty, so that said, I'm debuting some new cards for you this month because I always love doing that. And I feel like I've never like not talked to you guys for a while because it's like I posted those other ones so fast. But always like to mention when I get a deck from one of my loved ones and or close friends. So I'm debuting one deck, which is the Legend of Tarot deck that I got from my lifelong friend Chuck. So you're gonna get to see that as well. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. All right, we're going to start with some of the high trumps. All right. Okay, wow. Okay, definitely some big energies here. Oh, wow. I knew I was going to see wow. All right. And it's funny because I was thinking I was going to be seeing these, like, warrior S's from this new deck, and I sure as heck did. There's a lot of, like, big, powerful energy coming through for September for Pisces. This is, like, abnormally okay. You know how in astrology people always try and say that Pisces are like spacey, or the really reductive way that astrology will work sometimes, where they think it's just your day of birth and that's the only sign you have, even though you have a whole chart of stuff. Not to get too much on my soapbox about it, but like that they'll just generalize that Pisces are very mutable and like just kind of go with the flow, whatever. That is not the case in September. September is very, very proactive, okay? This is already coming through, and this is just one large set. I haven't even begun the details, people. Anybody who's watched my channel for a while knows I am a detail man, okay? Here we go. First set of high trumps. Not even getting deep into it yet, people. Athena, Initiative, and take a look at these awesome cards. This is the one set that I got myself recently. Also very, very cool. Then we've got, what? Justice. Okay, which in this case also has that proactive energy. And then, what else do we have? Oya, Change. Alright. And then, the orbit around Oya Change is what? Queen of Swords. Alright? So, major proactive energy. And again, if you're just joining us, I choose these cards by energy. I don't just shuffle and lay them out. This is not arbitrary. I am channeled to pick certain cards, and it's like, oh, wait a second. Okay, which card is it? This card? Okay, this card goes here. That's how it works. Someday I'll make a video about this so people just know, because nobody gets to watch me do this, because it would take way too long. It takes like 10, 15 minutes for me to lay out a spread, but it's worth it. Okay, anyhow, very proactive month. This is about taking action. This is about getting active, okay? Athena Initiative alone is one thing, but when you pair it in a whole grouping with Justice again, which in this case represents powerful, in this case, okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure, because this is a brand new deck, and this is the first time, I'm using it for these videos, so I just want to check in with my higher self and my spiritual team here and make sure that I'm bringing it through here. This is initiative towards wanting to bring things into the right balance or into the right equilibrium or energy. Okay, this is further exacerbated and, amplified by Oya Change being, and this is the cycle around it. I do stuff like straights, pairs, and cycles, and all this other stuff with cards, which, I learned through channeling too. So I just get to use them in really cool, awesome ways. We've got Queen of Swords. Okay? In a cycle, that means, or in this case, it's an orbit because it's just one card orbiting the one. But that's a very clear determination towards that change. And again, it's about change that's going to be bringing things into alignment, getting your life into better alignment. So I would say if you tend to focus a lot on work, then you would be wanting to bring things into alignment, so you focus more on family and friends or relaxation. If you're, on the flip side, then you might be focusing more on work and projects and things that will be applying other sides of yourself. But the big thing here is you're very motivated, and you're very motivated to bring things into a greater sense of balance in your life. And it's going to be by making changes. And again, it's like making changes where there's an incredible amount of empowerment and confidence in how you're going to attack that task, okay? All right, and that's just the first set, people. Just the first set. I've got a lot more here. A lot more. Stick around, okay? Next high trump set, okay, is all right. Here we go. We've got Tara, Serenity. All right. Paired with Kali, Endings and Beginnings. All right. Here we go. So these tied together, again, it's like a reconciliation thing when it comes to, again, because the balancing's already here, but the beginnings and endings, I think it's really about reconciling anything that's, because again, we got that change card, which was very, very important. And again, they would not have, this wasn't a set, okay? They usually don't put an orbit on a single card in a set of 3. So the change thing tied with this Queen of Swords is incredibly important for the month. So again, this desire to create change and to do so with incredible enthusiasm and passion and authority, I want to say. Yeah, with a great sense of authority is really important. Um, and I think it has to do with, whatever change you're trying to create and whatever you're trying to bring into balance, it has to do with, I believe, closing of chapters and opening of new chapters. Okay, perfect, perfect. That's exactly how I had to say it. There we go. Because I'll keep talking until they're cool with it, and it's like, and I'm like, I get the yeah, like the okay. Because, yeah, it's very important for the message to come out in the right wording, so I give it the right level of potency. Okay, cool. All right, but again, it's like, this really is about the closing of certain chapters and opening of new chapters, and again, creating that new equilibrium between the various areas of your life. Very, very important in September. All right, and we've got a lot more, so we're going to be filling in with even more detail. Okay. Okay. All right. This is a bonus card, actually, that we have here. Oh, no, actually, it was at the bottom of the one high trump set. When I'm channeling, I'm flying, people, so... But this was at the bottom of the other high trump set with, the enthusiasm and everything like that. It's the Hierophant, okay? And in this version, it's very, like, higher-minded. And I think this has to do with any lessons or karmic lessons that you've learned through, whatever you've been going through recently or in the past few months to a half a year, whatever, that it's putting things into perspective, okay? And because of that, that's why you see that you have to make this change where you're applying your energy differently in order to make your life, again, more balanced, because you're applying yourself in different ways to the places that I think have either been neglected or weren't seeing a lot of action. It can be either one. But again, you will apply it to your particular situation. But again, it's about bringing in the greater sense of balance between the areas of your life, being very, very proactive and aggressive about making those changes. And again, making changes through applying yourself towards other areas of life that maybe you've let slip or have neglected for a while, okay? Okay, alright. Mid-trumps. Okay. Okay, cool. Here we go. Alright, next set. Lakshmi, Abundance. Alright. And then we've got Vesta, the home, okay? Okay, and they literally said the home represents the concept of your foundation. In this case, I would say it has to do with your routine. Um, Give me a second. Okay, this is how I literally got it. Okay, sorry. Sorry, they're telling me to really push this very, very hard. They literally said it translates as how do I want to live my life? Okay? And that's how you have to be motivated when you're making these changes this month. It's like, how do I want to live my life so I'm living my life better and more in my own truth and my own, you know, integrity and all of that stuff. And also, in order to ultimately bring yourself greater abundance, joy, or happiness, and like fulfillment is the big one. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Give me a second because now we're going to reaping. All right, cool. Wow, strong stuff here. Okay, cool. I'm gonna give you Tower first. Because Tower, I noticed this when I first saw the card that this wasn't a normal Tower card for me, and everybody knows I'm a multi-deck user. That means Tower for me in one deck means something totally different than Tower for me in another deck. Alright, just for those of you who are just joining us. This version of Tower is things that shock or surprise you. They literally said the idea is, oh my god, I didn't realize that I've neglected this area for so long, or oh my god, I can't believe that I wasn't doing this particular thing for such a long time. Guess what it's paired with? The Emperor. Which, what is the Emperor about? He's about being well grounded, structured, balanced, okay? So wherever this imbalance is or has been, again, the idea is that you're going to be very, like, shocked, and I think in a positive way, or in a way where it's like, oh my god, I can't believe I let myself go or something. Like, but this could be in any area. It could be, for some people, this might be health and fitness. For some people, this might be because maybe you focus more on your family and your work. For some people, this might be artistic expression and things like that because you focus more on work and socializing than being creative or artistic. Some people, this could be work instead of the other stuff. It's wherever you've been putting more eggs in one basket than another basket. This could be love and romance for some people, okay? Then, the other card in reaping is Ishtar, passion. So I think that you're going to be rekindling your passion and enthusiasm for other parts of your life that, again, you've either neglected or put more eggs in different baskets, and as a result, you're going to be sparked up, okay? Cool, good. So again, it's like by putting your effort and energy into areas that you normally wouldn't this month, you're going to be, much more satisfied and like create a much better foundation for yourself because of it. And again, it's about how am I going to live so that I am living a happier life, and a life that's more authentic and true to myself, and a life where I'm feeling like I'm applying myself in more ways. Okay. All right, because that was a big one, and I didn't word it that way before either, so just wanted to push that through a little more so that you're applying yourself in more ways that you feel more complete, okay? Okay, energy surrounding you for the month. Okay. Okay, alright, sorry. I really had to channel a lot of that in. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious what I'm channeling, because you see me going like this. I mean, I can't control that. Sorry, guys. Alright, okay. So we've got Baba Yaga, Fearlessness, and in this one they said specifically that it's about I feel good because I'm applying myself and working hard. Okay, good. Working hard is the key thing. So Pisces, be ready to work hard, and it's going to feel good. But you will be working hard, and this is the other thing. The idea was you'll see the glass as half full and, well, completely full. Because you're working hard. Again, a lot of the good things that come from this month are a result and a direct result of the fact that you again, applied your energy. Sorry, I'm trying to find those cards again. I've got so many out here, guys. That you applied your energy towards change, again, and brought things back into equilibrium. And were very, very proactive and, you know, warrior-like about it. It's not about, I think I'm kind of gonna maybe make a change this month. It's, I'm gonna make changes this month, okay? Don't be haphazardly or half-assed about it, okay? Like, just be a force to be reckoned with when it comes to applying yourself in a very proactive and very motivated way. Don't be lazy in September. There's no reason to be. And again, you will be very satisfied with the end result of having applied yourself very diligently and passionately. Again, towards bringing your life into greater equilibrium. I have to keep pushing that. That's the key thing here. Sorry, I was being prompted to another card, so okay. Bam! And this deck has many very specific cards in it. Ace of Swords. In this one, it represents a hallway or a portal into a new phase or area. What's this about again? It's about feeling more satisfied and happy with how you're living your life because you're applying yourselves on, you're firing on all cylinders is the idea. So instead of neglecting or letting one area of life kind of collect dust, you're firing on all cylinders, you're experiencing more of life in more ways, and that's incredibly satisfying, okay? Okay, and it's like kind of this idea that you feel more complete and more free and more part of the world, I would say, and more active and more like you're participating because you're getting involved in more areas of your life instead of just one area or the other area. All right, okay, next one is reflection. Okay, and this is Spider-Woman thinking, and they literally said it's the idea of epiphany. Like, it's like, oh my god, I get it now. That I shouldn't have been focusing on just one thing and letting everything else fall by the wayside. And trust me, I get this. I'm just starting to get glimpses of this already, where it's like, I'm starting to find that certain areas of my life are starting to get little, like, you know, glimmers of like, oh, by the way, you're gonna have to start participating in this because you haven't in the longest time ever. And that's how it's gonna be for Pisces in September. It's gonna be like areas that you've neglected for a long time, like all of a sudden it's gonna matter. And it's gonna matter a lot. Okay, okay, sorry. They made me tingle all over. So again, the idea is it's going to be permeating everything, okay? So I think Pisces are going to be getting a lot busier in September, okay? Like, yeah, okay, sorry. Sorry, I wanted to make sure. Okay. Alright, energy you're bringing is Brigid partnership. Okay, so this would suggest to me that you're going to be looking for, okay, and it's not even just literally collaboration, it's about, hold on. Okay, literally they said you can say it's about partnership and collaboration, but, so like you'll be looking, because again, this is energy we are bringing as Pisces, so the idea is you're going to be looking for more people and things to connect to and with. But the other thing they said is remember that Bridget partnership is about bridging the gap again, because it's about like creating a bind or a tie between you and the areas of life that you haven't been focusing on, okay? Remember, it was that idea of the change and bringing about the change that will create a greater balance and equilibrium. Sorry, I look like I did a magic trick there or something. I have autofix on my camera, so I have to do that sometimes. It brings it back in there. Again, brings in greater equilibrium to your life. That's where you're making your focus again. Okay, so that's all of our cards, people. But just to wrap up here again, this month for Pisces in September, it's all about finding a way of creating greater sense of applying yourself to all areas of life and therefore feeling more alive as a result, okay? All right, that said, okay, sorry. They wanted me to bring this back one more time so I don't overlook it and, pass it by, because this is kind of important. I think I haven't pushed this enough because they want for me to really stress to you how satisfying this month will be, okay? So again, Ishtar passion is in the reaping, along with that energy of like, oh my god, like, it's so much better to be, living all areas of life instead of just one area of life, okay? Alright, so that said, again, I do personal readings. If you want one, hit the link below or go to hesultimage.com, and I am wishing you a very active and, full of fervor and initiative September, and I'm sure it will be awesome. Alright, guys, I will see you later.